digital violence that she experienced online because somebody came to say, you cheated on your husband, and she did not cheat on her husband. That is criticism, and that is bullying, that is violence at its finest. And organizations are working, government parastatals are working to put measures in place to ensure that this is put to an end. People belittling other people on social media, that is a form of violence. People threatening other people. We've seen a lot of times when people are threatened, social media influencers, celebrities, even normal human beings, you threaten each other on social media, say a lot of harsh things to yourselves, that is violence. A lot of people that we've also seen, online, when you harass your fellow, whether men or women alike. But although this campaign is specifically focused on women and girls, it doesn't cancel the fact that men also go through abuse and men also go through violence. So another type of digital violence is online harassment. You harass someone online just because you cannot see them physically. You go ahead to harass them. You go ahead to speak to them anyhow in a condescending manner. You go ahead to insult them, abuse them, look down on them. That is not proper in any way. Another type of digital violence is blackmail with private images. So maybe you took a picture of them somewhere private and you're threatening to post it online. You're threatening to post their nude picture online. That is violence. That is straight up violence. If you're doing that, you are committing a crime. It is an offense. And measures are currently being put in place to ensure that people get justice. And anyone who does this will be arrested and will face the dance of the law, will face the tune of the law. Another form of digital violence is stalking. Somebody already blocked you, somebody is no longer with you, your ex or whatever, and you go ahead to stalk their life to death. You stalk them and stalk them and stalk them. That is violence, and it is not allowed. It is not acceptable. It is not allowed at all. Password theft is also a form of digital violence. Monitoring people's chats, all of you, that your boyfriend will put his phone down, you go and check it. That might seem light, but it is violence. You are interfering into their private matters. If you don't have consent and you go ahead to check your partner's phone, you check their chats and all of that, that is violence. That is digital violence against your partner, male or female alike. When you even post people's pictures without their consent, that is also digital violence. So you see that there are lots of things that causes digital violence. There are lots of examples of digital violence that we are not even aware of as a nation. Making sexual jokes about someone, whether at your workplace, whether wherever you are, online, is violence. You don't make sexual jokes about people. You don't go ahead to say things that you're not sure of. When you make claims about people's lives that you're not sure of, that is violence. That is violence. That is not allowed. That is not supposed to happen at all, right? That is not supposed to happen at all. So if you don't know about violence before, about digital violence against women, now you know. Now, what do we do to end digital violence? What do we do to end violence? Ending violence against women sometimes does not require big titles. It starts small. It starts small. You need to believe when women speak, because a lot of victims are not they're usually scared to speak up. So you need to learn to speak up. When women speak, believe them. If they tell you, oh, this guy is doing this to me, speak up. It helps them heal faster. It helps them heal faster. Another way is also teach boys empathy. Teach boys, teach girls empathy, not ego, because many times it determines how the society turns out. How boys are raised will determine our future society, will determine what happens around us, will determine what we become. And also, we all need to come together to stop victim blaming. Stop victim blaming. If a woman's nude picture is circulating online, don't tell her, why did she too no wear clothes? Why did she not not do this, why they should. No, don't do that. Let us face the elephant in the room. And that is the person who posted that picture in the first place. Don't insult women. Don't victim blame people. A woman's clothes, a lifestyle, a job, or a relationship choice does not justify violence. Nothing in this world ever justifies violence. So don't do that. Don't victim blame. And also don't call out harmful jokes. Don't make harmful jokes. Don't make jokes about their struggles, about their abuse. Don't do that. Don't make jokes about that. Sometimes, silence many times will encourage abusers. If you have experienced something, don't make jokes about it. Don't say, "Oh, look at you, your somebody threatened you the other day." Don't make jokes about violence. It is not in any way funny. It is not in any way acceptable. So don't encourage it when you see it. If you see anyone around you being violent against another person online in the comment section, don't keep quiet. Don't look and pass. Let the person know that what they're doing is wrong, and laws are coming in place to ensure that justice is served. So if you see any actions of digital violence against you, don't keep quiet about it. Talk about it. Let people know that this is wrong and this is happening and should not be happening. Use your platform, no matter how small, to speak up. Your voice online can save someone. Your voice online can be the liberty someone needs. Your voice online can reassure someone, can give someone confidence after they've experienced certain violence against themselves, against them online, right? We've had a lot of organizations come together. We had Baobab for Women's Human Rights Initiative come to join us some days ago. In recent time, we're going to be having WARIF, we're going to be having RAPA, we're going to be having lots of organizations. We had Voice of Climate Action. Voice of Climate Action has also been a part of the show. We've had a lot of organizations coming to tell us about what they do and how they are currently tackling digital violence against women and girls. So yes, you're not alone. If you're a victim of digital violence, you know who to speak to. We've been bringing organizations that are actively fighting against things like this, and they will be more than willing to help you. So you're not alone. Help exists, help is here, and help is readily available. Help is always available anytime that you need it. So let's all come together to put an end to digital violence against women in our societies, in our community, all around us. Women are not supposed to be victims of violence, physically or even digitally. Because technology is advancing, a lot of evil are being perpetrated because of technology. It is not meant to happen. When you see it happen, stand against it. Fight for the voiceless. Fight for people who cannot fight for themselves. And we hope that the world will be a better place just by lending our voices to help fight against digital violence against women and girls. Like I said before, types of digital violence: online harassment, blackmailing people with their private images, stalking other people, password theft, all of you that used to hack into other people's accounts. That is digital violence. Monitoring other people's chats, posting people's pictures without their consent, making sexual jokes. That is harassment. Yes, it is harassment. And I know you've heard it on this radio station before in one of our drops that mentioned that if you make sexual jokes against women, that is harassment. Respect women, respect their space. Respect women and respect their space. This is the 16 days of activism. And as we continue with the 16 days of activism, always remember that violence doesn't start with a slap. It doesn't start with hitting someone. It starts with silence. When the person doesn't talk anymore, the person is going through stigmatization, going through depression. Violence has already taken place. Let's break the silence together. Let's lend our voices one day at a time, one step at a time. And together, the world would be a better place. Thank you so much for joining me today on Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. My name is Finfolua Akirami, and this conversation continues tomorrow by 12:05 p.m. 12:05 p.m. to 12:30 on Women Radio 91.7 is for 16 days of activism. Till then, stay safe, stay aware, and keep speaking up for women and girls everywhere. You have female friends, you have mothers, you have siblings, you have girlfriends, spouses who are females. Stand up for them when you see violence happening around them. And some men as well, stand up for men as well. It's not just women that needs protection against digital violence and abuse. Men also need that as well. My name is Pifulua Kiremi. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Here we go. Three, one, one, one. I for no the last. You are. We are WFM 91.7.